How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. I wanted to talk to you today about NIO Day because it is coming up. It is January 9, and I want to give you kind of a layout of what is expected from that day, what has been happening recently, what I would do if you're looking at buying NIO or if you're looking at selling NIO, and just walking you through it all because there is usually a lot of hype around these kinds of investor days for these EV stocks. And I think it's really important to have an idea of what's coming so that way we can make the right plays and the right adjustments as we go along and get closer to the day. So if you guys like this, please leave a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. If you guys want to support the channel or you want to continuously get these videos, you can hit subscribe right down there. I'll even wait for a second if you just want to hit right down there. So definitely do that. If you guys want 4 free stocks through WeBull, tomorrow is the last day to get those 4 free stocks if you deposit $100. So definitely check that out down below. And if you want to start using BlockFi, you can check that out down below too. You can get up to 8.6% on your cryptocurrencies. So we are looking at NIO today. We're also going to talk about Tesla just for a split second. And then before we get into either of those, I want to talk about this company that I made a video about yesterday, Bionanogenomics. If you guys want to join the Patreon, I told them about this yesterday. I told the YouTube channel about it too before the market closed. And now it's up 30% since the market closed. I think I am up right around about 35 to 40%. And it actually went up to $2.30 or $2.40 in the pre-market today. So I would definitely take a look at that one. I still like it, but by the time you see this, it could do anything. It could be down to $1. Who knows? It's a very risky penny stock. So I do like it a lot though. So definitely check out that video from yesterday. I'll put it up on the end screen if you haven't done that already. But we're taking a look at NIO stock today. It has pretty much consolidated over the last month. You can see that it's pretty much just been trading sideways. There have been some nice movements up and some big movements down too. A couple interesting things that have happened before we show the information about Investor Day, and this is just really recently. First of all, NIO signed a cooperative framework agreement with State Grid Electric Vehicle Service Co. to jointly construct 100 battery charging and swapping stations nationwide in 2021. They have also driven now, the NIO users have driven 100 million kilometers on NIO Autopilot. So just 2 things that I think are kind of interesting to take a look at and interesting to keep an eye on. And we have to take a look, though, at what's going to happen NIO Day, which is January 9. So, obviously, NIO is a high-growth company. ARK Invest, just in general, has said that they think that EVs, as time goes on, will become less and less expensive and push out gas-powered vehicles. They said they're going to go from about 2.5% of the total sales to about 45% over the next 5 years. And NIO is a massive competitor for those EV sales because they're one of the best electric vehicle options that we have at this point. So let's take a look at what's going to happen. So it's scheduled for January 9. They are going to use this platform to discuss new products and service launches, and this was pushed back to 2021. It's usually a year-end event, but their theme is always forward. NIO is on track to announce a few launches at the event, including its first sedan. At least that's what's expected. So right now they have 3 or 4 different vehicles, and they're all kind of these hybrid crossovers or SUVs, but they're looking at their first sedan. It would be the company's 4th mass-produced model, with speculations that it might be something like an Audi A7. Now, they're saying that they might be able to start mass manufacturing the vehicle by the 4th quarter of 2021. And they're also expected to announce a 150 kilowatt hour battery pack that would likely increase the range of its EVs to over 900 kilometers. Now, if you don't know what this is in miles, it's about 560 miles, which is a lot. I looked up, and I'm not a Tesla aficionado by any means, but I looked up what Tesla did, and what I saw was in the low to mid 400 range. It's not 560 like this one is. So that is something to take note of. Now, I think there will be pretty high expectations. They say that their expectations in the run-up of the event could lift NIO share prices to its all-time highs. They're expecting NIO to have deliveries, if they were correct on their guidance, of about 6,654 vehicles, because they've only delivered about 10,300 so far. So they're going to have to increase their deliveries by about 20% or so from the last 2 months on average. So this is going to be a big target to hit. Just looking at what they did last quarter, just last quarter combined though, we have about 666.6 million in total revenue. And this was after selling or delivering about 12,200 vehicles. So they're not doing their report for the end of year, but if they give their December numbers, which are coming up here soon, I think that will probably happen in the first few days of the next month. They said that they expected about $922 million worth of revenue, and they expected the amount of vehicles that we talked about. So that is a big expectation, and so far they have not really delivered on a monthly basis for what they need to hit. But if they're able to increase to this number, we would be looking at about $3.8 billion or $3.7 billion worth of revenue on a 4-quarter basis. Now they continuously grow though, so it would be higher than that looking in 2021, but this is a pretty expensive company. At this point, it's about a $73 billion company. Right now though, just looking at this last quarter, if we multiply that by 4, we would be at a price to sales ratio that is still pretty high. I mean, we're looking at the upper 20s, but they're growing over 100% a year. So I think that you could rationalize the growth. Now, I have not been buying NIO recently, but I think if you do want to buy it, I think this is the best way to do it. I would say it's probably smart to buy the rumor and sell the news. So if you're looking to get in, I probably would do that sooner rather than later. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a stock analyst or anything like that. But I think on the safe side, I would buy in beforehand and then sell if you're looking to sell and you don't want to hold long term before their investor day, before they release their delivery numbers, because there's a lot of volatility that could happen. And you can see that we've pretty much just been trading sideways or negative for the last 5 days, but it's starting to come up a little bit over the last month. It's just consolidated right around this $40 to $50 mark. And we see after the last report that it kind of ran up, getting close to the news. You can see that it ran up from, let's say, early November when they released October's numbers to the next month. It ran up about 62%, and then right before the delivery day, or the day that they announced their deliveries, that was actually on the 1st. You can see that it traded off a day or two before, and it actually went down about 16% by the day that it actually reported their deliveries. So I would keep that in mind. It's definitely something that could happen. Now, I would be interested in the stock. If it falls more, I would definitely pick up some more shares, like if it fell to $40 again, or even a little bit lower, because if we saw a 16% drop now, that would bring us to about $40. So I want to give you this update on NIO Day, kind of what to expect, what could happen, maybe some things that if they don't happen, it could kind of be a letdown for investors. But let me know your thoughts on this. Let me know whether you're buying NIO or whether you're selling it or what you're doing. And then if you want those free stocks through WeBull, I would really appreciate that. If you guys want to check out the link down below to BlockFi, you can do that. Or if you want to see the link down to Patreon, feel free to click on that too. We have over 1,220 investors or something crazy like that now. It's just growing very quickly. And if you want, you can check out this video on the end screen about BNGO, that penny stock that I talked about earlier. Thank you guys, and I'll see you in this video.